Hi everyone, glad to see you on the Upscale YouTube channel. I'm Igor Fox. And today we're going to talk about something every crypto trader is familiar with. What goes on inside when you see Bitcoin suddenly shoot up or crash down, or when your favorite altcoin is making huge gains, or on the flip side, dropping into the red. These emotions, fear, greed, hope, they're always with us. And that's normal. But sometimes they get in the way of making the right decisions. So how do you stay calm, even when the market is doing something unpredictable? For example, let's say you've analyzed the Ethereum chart. You see a perfect entry point to buy. Everything seems to line up. You open a long position, wait for the price to go up, and then, bam, a sharp red candle drops the price 10% in half an hour. Panic sets in, thoughts like, everything's about to crash to zero. I need to close now and save at least something, even though your original plan said this was just a correction. You should hold, but fear takes over. You close the trade at a loss, and a couple of hours later Ethereum bounces back and shoots up exactly where you thought it would. Frustrating, right? Oh, absolutely. Or here's another story. You bought some promising altcoin. It went up 50%, then 100%. You're already sitting on a nice profit. The plan was to sell right here and now, but there's a voice inside whispering, what if it does a 10x? Everyone's saying this is the new gem. So you keep holding, moving your take profit higher and higher. But then the market turns around, and half your profit, or even less, is left. That's greed getting in the way of taking what was already yours. See, these are just normal human reactions to profit and loss, especially in such a volatile world as crypto. We all go through this. And often, it's not that our analysis is bad, it's that we let these feelings control our buy and sell buttons. It's those little bugs in our heads that keep us from trading calmly. Let's go through them. The first one is the fear of losing money. You know, when you open any crypto exchange and everything is in the red, your little portfolio is melting before your eyes. Your favorite Solana or Cardano is crashing down. And you get that awful sinking feeling inside. The first thought is to sell everything to hell, and your hand just reaches for the button on its own. Although somewhere in the back of your mind there's a thought, damn, maybe this is the bottom and I should be buying more. But fear shouts louder. Sound familiar? Next comes greed. And then there's FOMO, the fear of missing out on a profit. Oh, that's a total crypto classic. You're scrolling through Twitter or Telegram, and some Pepe or Doge is shooting to the moon. Everyone around is shouting, rocket! And you're like, damn, I need to jump in right now before it's too late. And you end up buying right at the very top. Then you just sit there and watch it all come crashing down. Or on the flip side, you're already sitting on a nice profit. The coin has gone up. But you think, what if it does another 5x? So you keep holding and holding until the price pulls back and you miss a great chance to take profit. Next up is the urge to win it back. You got liquidated on futures or just had a couple of losing trades in a row. And inside, you start to feel angry. The thrill kicks in. But no, I have to get my money back. I'll show them now. And you start jumping into trades more often. Maybe you take on more leverage, pick riskier coins, without a clear plan, just to win it back. You know how this usually ends, with even bigger losses. And the fourth thing I want to point out is something sneaky, only looking for things that confirm you're right. Like you bought some altcoin, believed in it, and that's it. It's like you put blinders on. You only read positive news about it, only watch bloggers who promise huge gains. And you ignore any warning signs, any criticism. Like you just chalk it up to fate. People ask you, why are you holding it? And you? Well, it has to go up, right? All this really gets in the way of seeing things clearly. This is what being in love with your own idea looks like. The most important thing is, you can and should work with all this mess in your head. You don't need to try to become a soulless robot. That's just not realistic. Learning to understand yourself better and using a couple of simple tricks is like working out at the gym. Here, we're training our emotional resilience. Here are a few ideas, just as a friendly tip. The very first idea is a plan, your personal shield against doing something stupid. If you just, before jumping into a deal, sit down and decide for yourself, why do I even want to buy or sell? What signal did I see? Where exactly will I exit if the price goes the wrong way? And where will I lock in profits if things go well? Where will I set my take profit? How much money to risk on this trade? It's recommended to risk a little, 1 or 2% of your deposit. It's best to write all of this down. Then, when the market goes wild and Bitcoin is flying all over the place, you just look at your note or file and do what you decided with a clear head. Second, keep a trading journal. Not a boring one, but a useful one. Make it a habit. It's not hard. After every trade, write a couple of lines. What you bought or sold, why, what the result was, and most importantly, how you felt about it. Like, were you calm as a tank? Or did that stupid FOMO hit you again? Or did you get greedy? After a couple of weeks, flip through it, and you'll be shocked at how much you learn about yourself and spot your own pitfalls. For example, you might notice, as soon as the price drops by 10%, I start to panic, or damn, after 2 winning trades, I start thinking I'm a genius and jump into trades I shouldn't. Third, just take a deep breath in and out before you click. Right before your finger reaches to hit buy or sell. Especially if you feel like you're boiling inside with excitement or fear. Just freeze, take 3 slow, deep breaths in and out. And ask yourself, am I acting according to my plan right now? Or am I acting on emotion? Sometimes, just that little pause is enough to keep you out of trouble. And if you really feel like you're shaking, just forget it. Step away from the computer for about 15 minutes, go for a walk. The market isn't going anywhere, seriously. Fourth, did you set a stop or a take profit? If yes, then leave it alone. As soon as you enter a trade, immediately set your orders, stop loss, and take profit. Exactly where you wrote it in your plan. It's like a seatbelt. Later, when emotions take over, it'll be much harder to give in to panic and start moving your stop lower and lower, thinking, well, just a bit more, it'll bounce back now. Or, in a fit of greed, raising your take profit to the sky, dreaming about a Lamborghini. Set it and forget it. Fifth, this is your personal ritual before trading. Come up with some simple thing you do before you sit down at the charts. Maybe it's having a cup of coffee in silence, or listening to your favorite track for 5 minutes, or just rereading your trading plan. This helps your brain switch from everyday matters to work mode and get into a calm mindset. Learning to get along with your emotions in trading isn't something that happens with the snap of your fingers. It's not like you watch a video and suddenly you're in a state of zen. No, it takes practice and time. It's a constant process of working on yourself, but it's worth it. What else can help on this journey? Reviewing your trading plan. At the end of the week, sit down calmly, open your journal, and look at where you most often got overwhelmed, what emotions got in the way. And think, what small thing can I do next week to make that happen less often? Maybe solve everything? On days when important crypto news comes out, I don't trade, or if I hit a stop, I take a break for an hour and go for a walk. Find what works for you personally. There's no universal cure. Connect with people who are like you. It's super important not to stew in your own juice. Join a trader's chat, for example, the Upscale chat, and share your problem. Like, damn, I jumped in at the top again, gave into FOMO. Hearing back, bro, same here. That really helps. You realize you're not the only one who's a bit crazy like this. Just take care of yourself. Seriously, it sounds like advice from your mom, but it actually works. Get enough sleep, drink water, eat something besides instant noodles, take breaks, move around at least a little. Especially in crypto, where everything jumps around like crazy. When you're well rested and alert, it's much easier not to freak out over every red candle. Don't be afraid to ask for advice if you feel stuck, if your emotions keep getting the better of you, if you feel like you're just spinning your wheels. Talk to someone experienced, maybe a mentor, or even a psychologist who understands trading. Let's quickly sum things up. What have we been talking about here? Our feelings, fear, greed, all that stuff are normal, but they often get in our way in crypto. There are some simple things, like having a plan, keeping a journal, breathing exercises, and stop losses, that help you keep a cool head and make smarter decisions. Learning this is a journey, not a race. You need practice, you need to dig into yourself, find your own methods, and just take care of your well-being. Try at least one of these things, just something. Today or tomorrow, write down how you feel after a trade. If you liked anything from our conversation, leave a comment or join our Upscale community. We can chat there. Make use of all this, whether you're trading on Upscale or wherever you feel comfortable. If you found this video helpful, you know what to do. Like it, subscribe to Upscale so you don't miss more breakdowns like this. I wish you profits, inner peace, and confidence, so that trading isn't torture but something genuinely interesting. Take care of yourself, your nerves, and your deposits. See you at the top.